I feel like I'm part of the magic, cause I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin'. I fucked a bitch once, it was tragic, and now she callin', yeah, she callin'. I feel like I'm part of the magic, cause I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin'. I fucked that bitch once, it was tragic, and now she callin', yeah, she callin'. I feel like I'm Victor Oladipo because I'm ballin'. Oh yeah, I'm ballin'. I'm with your bitch and now she do it deep throat, and now she wallin'. Oh yeah, she wallin'. Off the dope, I feel like I'm too smoked. I hear the money calling. Oh yeah, it's calling. I'm living my life like I'm a champion. I feel like no stalling. Oh yeah, no stalling. I got two white bitches and they feeling me. And I got two white cups with that pro magazine. I fought that bitch once, now she in love with me. She says she's falling. Oh yeah, she's falling. I feel like I'm part of the magic, cause I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. I fucked your bitch once, it was tragic, and now she callin'. Yeah, she callin'. I feel like I'm part of the magic, cause I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. I fucked that bitch once, it was tragic, and now she callin'. Yeah, she callin'. I shoot like you don't take a blue. I feeling like I got the flu. You rolling blunts, I got a few. I'm feeling stuck like super glue. I gotta win, I'll never lose. I'm eating beef, look how I chew. I'll come and make a mess of you. You need help, ain't
We live. All right, what's up, Turtleriders? How's everyone doing tonight? How's the audience looking tonight? Let's see. We are up to a whopping 89 people. Not too shabby for the intro song. That's good. All right.
Good start.
Yeah, not too shabby. All right. So with us tonight is our good friend, David the Druid. How you doing, Dave?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Aidan. How the hell are you?
Can't complain, mate. Glad to have you back on.
Oh, glad to be here. It's been too long.
You're always a fan favorite. So, yeah, people, I switched it up with the intro song tonight, guys. No 508. Figured I'd mix it up. We all remember our good friends from the 860, whatever those guys were called. We did a couple blogs on them a couple years ago. I forget what their leader was. What the hell was that? The leader's name of that group? Oh, the fuck was that guy's name? You know what you're talking about, David?
Yeah. I know the guy. Yeah. Oh,
the fat kid with the baby face.
Yeah.
I'm trying to blank. It'll come back to me. Somebody will know it in the comments. But either way, so we got a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight, guys. I have shared this link on the Clarence Woods Emerson page and the Turtleboy Sports Forever page. So do me a favor, go ahead, share that. All right, I'm going to go ahead as well. And if you're on Twitter, I'm tweeting it out right now. I'm on Twitter. I'm approaching 5,000 followers. I've been on for like 2 months now, knock on wood. And go ahead and retweet me. I'm at Real Uncle TB. That's at Real Uncle TB. Get on there. Get the message out that we are live. We're doing it. If you're watching right now, do me a favor, smash that like button. Takes 2 seconds. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done that already as well. We really want to start promoting this, get this bigger and bigger. We're over 11,100 subscribers now, so we're growing. But it's a project in the work. Okie dokie. So how we like to start every show, guys, is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So let us know in the comments right now where you watching the live show from tonight. Go. Hey, papito. All right. Already starting with that stuff.
Oh, Brett was to start the whole thing there, isn't he?
Yeah. All right. Randolph's in the house. Charlton, Tucson, Arizona, Ipswich, Marion, Pawtucket, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Agawam, Cape Cod, Coleraine, Marshfield, Fall River, Dennis, Manchester, New Hampshire, Arlington, Alpine, Texas, Westminster, Salem, Attleboro, South Deerfield, Worcester, Brock Vegas, Southbridge, Uxbridge, Medfa, Abington, Mansfield, Charleston, South Carolina, Houston, Shrewsbury, Houston, that's a new one, Union, New Jersey, Conway, New Hampshire, Brantford, Connecticut, England, Abington, Whitehorse Beach, Manamint, Edgartown, Elizabeth Warren's Cooch. Excellent. Salem,
Nice.
or Coach, or whatever. Putnam, Connecticut. Corona, Maine. Derry, New Hampshire. Weymouth. New Bedford. Franklin. West Bridgewater. Woonsocket, Saugus, South Hadley. Cincinnati. That's a new one. Or Cincinnati. I don't know. Australia, Mike. Methuen, Albuquerque, Apache Junction, Arizona. Salem, Stoneham, Belchertown, another Houston. Drake at Massachusetts, Peabody, another UK. We got 3 Brits in the house.
Good grief.
3, I know. A lot of you people.
It's an entire invasion.
It's a Mitchog, Southbridge, Dayville, Saugus, Mattapoisett, The Hood, Union, New Jersey, Jefferson, Whitens. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I got as many as I could. Okay. All right, folks. So once again, this is kind of like a crowd-funded situation now. We obviously with demonetization and just I hate having advertisers because then they're like a real Achilles heel. People can go after them and then they're worried about it, and I gotta assure them it's not so bad, everything's gonna be okay. And I like having advertisers, but it's so much easier, guys, without them. And without you guys, none of that's possible. So tonight, how we kind of raise money now and kind of keep the show moving along is we have a fundraiser thing there. I put the link right there for PayPal. If you feel like donating during the show, I'm gonna read off whatever message you put along with it. Any message. If we raise $150, then I'm gonna do a freestyle. And I got a good one planned. David heard it beforehand. Was it good?
I heard it pre-show. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a long one as well. It's everyone's in there from this week.
Yeah, you're gonna want to hear this one, guys. So definitely feel free to hit that dono button, hook it up. Hopefully we don't have any issues with people deleting comments tonight. I don't know what's been going on with that. It seems to target Suzanne and one other person exclusively. I don't know why, but every time we go in, Dave, me and Laura have been trying to figure this out. We've been going in like looking at our band list because Suzanne comments and then her comments get erased for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed it the other night. So they were deleted. There was some guy who was called George Floyd, which was probably slightly tasteless, but his were disappearing as well. And I had a chat with Laura this week and I can't quite figure out exactly why it's happening.
We've been diagnosing it. So it said it tells you which moderator took it off, and it's me. I'm the moderator that's taking them off. Obviously, I'm not doing that. So what we've done this week, you know, the theory is like, what if somebody has my account information, like my password, whatever, they can get on there and, you know, take the stuff off. So we took off myself as a moderator. I'm no longer a moderator. So I don't have that account that no longer has the ability to silence anyone. So hopefully it's not an issue tonight. Hopefully we can have a stress-free show. We'll see what happens. All right. So you guys ready to rock? Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay. First thing up. Let's start with the Gloucester Granders. I'm gonna talk about these people.
Well, we lost your volume.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, you disappeared there for a few seconds.
Okay, am I back? Oh yeah, I was
You're
just
back now. Yeah, you're back.
I was just fucking with it. All right, cool. All right, there we go. All right. Is that coming up good? There we go. All right, let's talk about this situation. Gloucester, nice town. They have a lot of beaches in Gloucester, David. It's you ever heard of Gloucester before?
Like a lot of the towns in your part of the world, in New England, you share names with British towns, and we have a Gloucester in the UK, of course, but it's not a coastal resort, whereas yours is. Yes,
Gloucester is a fisher town. You ever seen the movie The Perfect Storm?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. It's out of Gloucester. So we've written plenty about this town. It's a nice town. It's a beach town. They got a lot of beaches, but to my knowledge, I thought a lot of them were private. I guess not, though. Apparently the public can just walk in because this is what the people there were subjected to.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, we got to. So as we can see there, little grinding going on there. All right, that's kind of hot. All right, let's blow this up. Oh, there he is, pulling the hair back. Always a classic. Can't go wrong with that. Little kids walking by, no big deal. Man, she's really grinding it in there. Look at that. Look at that. All these children walking around. Notice up on the cliff, there will be children emerging up there. She's like really getting into it, too. So now they're gonna relax a little bit. Now, oh, she's going to the side. We're going to the side a little. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Oh, there's the sweet spot. Oh yeah, look at that. He's loving it. Give her a spank. Come on, do it. Give her a little spank. You know it's coming. Oh, another child runs by. Normal, perfectly normal. Oh, children are going up here to watch, as you can see. Okay. Oh, she's really giving it to him, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even though she's a nasty hoe, this blog was a bit of a turn on, no? I mean, if you just look past all that, if you look at it from afar.
You have to look through an awful lot to be turned on by that, to be honest.
Okay. So there she goes. She's giving it to him good.
She was indeed. This is a public beach, for crying out loud.
It gets better when he starts bending her over.
Oh, no.
Like, people are shaking hands. And these Brazilians, of all people, are like, oh, my God, that's disgusting. You know you're in trouble, David, when – oh, there's a spank. Give her another one. Give her another one. Here it comes. Give it to her. Give it to her.
Oh, good God.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's one happy guy. He does not give a shit. He does not give a shit. Oh, there's the hair pulling again. Oh, there we go. Throw her down. Throw her down. Come on. Look at this. There we go. There it goes. There it goes. There we go. Fuck it.
Crying out quietly.
Oh, yeah. Now skull fucking her. Like, come on. This has happened in real life. So, you know you're in trouble, David, when even the Brazilians are like, oh, my God.
Exactly. They're open-minded people at the best of times, but even that is too much.
Yeah, that's something else. So, anyway, I thought that was interesting. Apparently, these lovebirds got lost on the way to Hampton Beach. I cannot believe, David, that I think I published this blog on like Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, I did not. Nobody messaged to tell me who they were.
Wow, that's a first, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm shocked. However, when they got interrupted, so somebody finally decided to go over there.
Yeah.
And interrupt them and say, "Can you not fuck in front of my kids?" And this is what happens.
Oh, they did not like to be interrupted in their nuptials.
No, mid thrust. They're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what? They start pointing and shit. Perfectly normal. So then another guy goes over there.
This guy was pretty cool, actually. He was very calm.
He's like, can you stop fucking in front of my kids? How about that? Is that too much to ask for? Let's see what happens.
Clearly it was.
Jenny. You was doing what for who? You was doing what for who? I don't give a fuck, nigga. I look pretty. What's good? You gotta shake that ass.
Shake that ass. One more time.
Oh, it must be.
I like it. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I look good. Well, you don't look that good. And regardless of, I don't care how hot you are, you're still boning in front of children. And the issue is not that you looked good or bad. The issue is that you're boning in front of small children.
I look pretty. What's good? You gotta shake that ass.
Okay. Yeah.
You're recording for what?
Recording because
this is taking exhibitionism to a whole new level, isn't it?
Yeah, and then she takes his glasses here. Watch this. This is just.
Oh no! How does he not go berserk?
And even the guy jumps in. He's like, "Bitch, I'm gonna have to fight him, not you."
Yeah.
You know. The guy did not seem to care either. He did not give a shit. But apparently, this is Gloucester, Massachusetts, and I'm shocked, David, that nobody sent in a name. So.
No.
Without that, we don't have much to work with. So let's watch another video from Charlestown. This was from my vacation week. I published this. This is a wild fight. We got to watch.
Is this the fight in the street?
Yes, and I found out I found out their names. I never reported on it. So,
man.
Where the hell did the video go? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, I saved it. Okay.
Some of them are still there. One of them came
down. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know
the
why?
One with the guy screaming and doing the blow-by-blow comms is gone, unfortunately.
This video gets taken down because the guy says a hard N-word, and YouTube must have like an algorithm that picks it up. So it got taken down like immediately.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So let's so this is in Charlestown. Charlestown is has turned yuppie-ish over the years. It's a northern part of Boston. It used to be, if you ever seen the movie The Town, David?
No, don't think I have.
With Ben Affleck? Yeah, that's based on there. It's like, it's actually known for...
Yes, I have. Are they bank robbers in that?
Yes, bank robbers.
Yes, I have. I have seen that one. Yeah.
They live in you got to go across the bridge to get there.
That's the getaway at the end. They're waiting for him on the bridge. Yeah.
Right. So, over the years, it's gotten kind of gentrified in Charlestown. It's, not cheap to live there anymore, but they still have a housing project kind of near the water. So they still got their share of, ratchets. So
Clearly.
this happens here. And let's watch what happens, shall we?
Mm.
Sheila, throw the horse.
Throw the horse.
Throw the horse. Throw the fucking horse.
This guy's my favorite.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Look at these guys. Look at it.
Take it out! Take it out!
What's your pussy, dog?
Take her fucking eye out! Take it out!
Push that shit out.
Take her fucking eye! Put your thumb to her eye!
Oh my God.
Hi. Dude.
The funniest bit about that was he's encouraging them to fight and go for the eyes, and then when the other girl starts getting the upper hand, no kicking, no kicking.
We've got
rules now. We've got rules now.
This guy has seen some shit, man. If that's like your initial thing, is like go for the eyes, like I taught you. Like go for the eyes.
Ratchet fight promoter. He's sort of like the Don King of the projects here.
He really is the Don King of the project. He's the white trash Don King, and I like how he's just ripping a butt at the same time. Holding a bottle of full booze.
Never spills a drop.
Yeah, if you know to carry booze around in a brown paper bag, you might have a drinking problem because it's probably not your first time drinking in public. You know how to mask it.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's wearing a goddamn Scully cap in the middle of July too, and he's watching these two crackheads fight. You got fupa coming out, thongs sticking around everywhere, and he's obviously coached this woman before. This is not
clearly the manager of one of them, yeah.
Right. This is not his first coaching matchup.
Not at all.
No. And he's like, they practiced. Like, okay, we're gonna
clearly
maybe on a watermelon or a coconut or something. Like, all right, go for the eyes. Here's how you go for the eyes. He's come on, gouge your eyes out. Gouge your eyes out. How would that end? I mean, that would be messy. That would be messy if she actually did it. So anyway, he goes on.
Take it out with your thumb.
With your thumb.
Take that eyeball.
He's an expert.
Take her fucking eye. Bill, take her in the fucking cunt.
Kick her in the fucking cunt. So Kayla was doing good at first because Kayla got the fupa factor.
But the helicopter's coming in now.
Right. So now she really had her wedged against the car. And she went for the eyes, and it's an all or nothing situation when you go for the eyes because if you don't get them, you can still see, and you're fucked. So now she got her, and she gave her the hood rat helicopter here, and it's just a perfect position now to just kick her right in the cunt. So, right, let's see what happens. Boom! Oh, one more time. Kick her in the cunt. Okay, sure. Boom! Oh man, that was good.
No kicking.
No kicking. Oh yeah, he was all in favor of eye gouging, but no kicking. Yeah,
no
okay.
Kicking. Yeah,
that makes sense.
You actually said that. No.
Hey, no kicking.
I love all the guys in the background too. That's like one of my favorite parts about this. Like, they're just watching this. Like everybody who's watching this is black. And it's like,
they're giving the play-by-play accounts as well as they go.
They're just like, man, white people are fucking crazy. That's all they're saying. White people be fucking crazy. Like, I love the dumpster in the background with nobody threw any trash in the dumpster. This is such a Charleston Project movie, a video. They're all just like, man, this is great. Every Ratchet fight video.
That'll be a Prius right there, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Every Ratchet white junkie fight video should be narrated by 20-year-old black kids. That should
absolutely.
Yeah. So let's continue on.
Hey, no kicking.
No kicking. You're a friend of mine. That's why I was being respectful. You want to be a puke kid? You want to fucking sit there?
Down here for me. Bring anybody for me. I will eat them for dinner.
I will eat them for dinner. I will eat them for dinner. What a fucking legend this guy is.
Anybody for me? I will eat them for dinner.
He's still Rogan.
You don't know this white nigga. You don't
Oh,
know
oh. All right. So that would normally be a big faux pas. That's not even like a that's an ER. That's a serious situation. And he just said it in front of a bunch of black dudes.
Yeah.
The pass, huh?
He got a pass because he was, I don't know, because he was managing the fight or something. They were happy to let it continue, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think they appreciated his ratchetness, and they're just like, okay, this guy, he's allowed to say it. This guy, I mean, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna cancel him? Like, what are we gonna do to him? We're gonna we got a fucking job. I mean,
we're gonna go to his place of work and demand he be fired.
Clearly, yeah, exactly. Clearly, this man has nothing to lose. If
Absolutely
he's
not.
Crackheads to gouge each other's eyes out. So they're like, oh, I guess he's just gonna say the N-word. What are we gonna do? You know? So that was here we go. Don't say the N-word, bro. He said it the right way, though. You already said he said it the right way.
That's okay then.
Nah, but he said it the right way, though.
He said it the right way.
No problem, man. He was just gonna call the cops.
Oh yeah, they're like, bitch, I don't care. I'm not here for you.
No matter what the team's got to think.
I know we say it a lot that if Newport's had a face, but
Yes,
Michael, that
absolutely.
woman has the voice that.
I got her name too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we're gonna try calling her.
Oh, brilliant!
Shut the fuck up. What is this purse that she has here? The purse broke. She has a plastic bag for a purse.
That's her entire wardrobe in that one single container as well.
Yeah, all of her hopes and dreams are in there.
Yeah.
So
have you got the other video of her hitting her with the bar and the guy coming back out? Yeah.
Let's go to that video, shall we?
Oh, please.
So it ends like that. She clearly wins the fight. But then I find out that the woman that she attacks in this next video, right, is the other guy's mother.
Oh, no.
Yes, this is mother. So let's see what happens here.
Oh, this is
Boom! She got a fucking bamboo stick.
right across there. Kendo stick to the head.
Here he comes.
This is crazy.
Here he comes. Boom. Oh, let's watch it from another angle.
There's another angle, isn't there, straight after, yeah?
The other angle's better. Let's find that one.
It is. He takes a full run.
Yes, he does. Do I have the other angle? Shit, did I not see?
Yes, it's after the just carry on playing that video. It's on the same video.
It's on the same one. Thank
Straight
you.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the other angle straight after. There you go.
Ready? So he just hit her with the stick. Now watch this.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Da-da-da.
Boom! That's gotta hurt.
One more time. I mean, he ran fast. Like a.
Oh, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Here he goes.
It's over.
Get back in the house. Oh, that was good.
Oh man.
I love it. Okay, so that was fucking awesome. Let's find out who these people are, shall we? Let's meet them.
Name and shame.
Yeah. All right. So start with the first chick. The first chick is the blonde chick is her name's Amber. Shocking.
Of course.
Oh yeah. There she is. Damn, I never realized how many of my Facebook friends I've been in jail with. That's the first thing on there. The first thing. And then, oh, there they are all in jail. That's how that's the first fucking post. You go to their
Unbelievable.
friends from jail are sharing jail memories, and this must be recent because they're making COVID masks.
Oh,
goodness. Then it says, damn, I never realized how many of my Facebook friends I've been in jail with. I stopped tagging halfway through. And she tagged 42 people.
Oh my God.
She's in jail with 42 Facebook friends.
Everyone she knows.
I want to know more about her. Who's this chick? So this chick's name is that tagged Amber Kelly is named let me see if Amber commented. Amber did not comment. This chick's name is Carrie Jenkins. There she is. Okay, so she's been in jail. All right. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to go in those pants. I am that girl. Classic Ratchet filter. Flat brim. Yeah, she checks all the boxes. especially her own. All right, so she's selling CBD. That's great. All right, so Amber Kelly's our first Ratchet. Anything else? Oh, she's reproduced apparently, which is lovely. It says,
great.
I am a mother, a wife, a lover, a fighter. She is a fighter. I'm growing daily into the amazing woman I've always been. So she's good with a stick too.
Yeah, kendo stick. Yeah.
She went to Quincy High School. She's in Boston now. And that is, I don't know if we got much more. It doesn't seem like she's a poster. It seems like she gets tagged and shit. So she does have a boyfriend too. This guy down here. Let's see what he's up to. His name is, I don't know where he was at to defend her. He looks like a crackhead too. They reproduced.
Possibly the guy doing the commentary.
Yeah, possibly. Let's meet the other gentleman, shall we?
Oh, please.
The guy. His name is. I can't believe I didn't even notice that Facebook post. That's hilarious. Jason Britton. Let's see. How many Google trophies does this guy have? Jason Britton. Let's Google him real quick. Let's see what comes up. Jason T. Britton. Actually, not much. Oh, urban assault comes up. That's the first thing. All right.
That's a shock, isn't it? After what we just saw, yeah.
Is this a book? He wrote a fucking book. Look at, you got to see this. What I just found on Amazon.
No, he read one once, I think, not wrote one.
It's called Urban Assault by Jason Britton, the actor. So he's an actor. And let's see, what the hell?
Well, he just starred in a video we watched, so I guess
he's a movie star. How much for this movie? I can buy it for $4.78. It's been online since 2004. They made a movie, so that's Life of Jason Britton. He has reproduced too. When you look at this guy's like so fucking Boston it hurts. This guy's never left Boston.
I don't normally know what that means, but you could just one look at that photograph with the Celtics top, and I know what you mean suddenly by
like
he fucking Boston like it hurts. Yeah,
every fucking like guy who like every extra in every Ben Affleck movie ever.
Exactly.
There he is right there. He's reproduced, of course. Oh, those people are, but there he is. Tough guy. Look at this fucking guy. Oh, good Lord. Counties. There he is with his crotch fruit. Okay, yeah. So that's Jason Britton. I reached out to both him and her. Neither of them got back to me. So
what a shame.
All right, so let's talk about the next topic. I was supposed to have this chick on tonight, Rayla Campbell, but she had to cancel last minute. And I'll explain why momentarily. So let's go to this blog about Monica Cannon Grant, the big girl. Yeah, what a ratchet ass hoe this chick is, huh?
Unbelievable. She's top of the tree. She makes Diddy Delgado look tame.
Yeah. Let me hit the refresh button on here. Let's see. So I don't, in case I missed any donos. Okay, so we have so far. Emily says, thank you, Emily. Marcy says, thank you for helping me get through lockdown number 2 in Australia. I didn't know you guys were still having lockdown down there, Marcy.
Australia's got worse. They've had a spike, and I'll think of Victoria is the state. They're not allowed to cross between Victoria and the next state, apparently.
Really? Well,
yeah.
One of them's like wicked infested and the other's not?
Yeah, they had a spike in Melbourne, which is the capital of Victoria in Australia. It's nothing like the numbers of cases we've seen in UK and in the USA, but it's a lot for Australia. Yeah. So they've said, right, we need to keep it contained. But from a friend of mine in Australia I was talking to last weekend was saying people are just ignoring it and crossing the border, and it's just not going to do anything. Yeah.
Well, you probably have a better chance of getting eaten by a dingo than you do of dying of COVID, to be honest.
Well, this is true.
Yeah. All right, so we're up to $20. We're 130 short. Anybody else wants to donate, feel free to, and we can unlock that freestyle. There you go. All right, so let's talk about the next one, because this is my favorite kind of blog. I love doing fucking blogs like this, the real investigative stuff like this. It's starting to blow up, this blog. I got a lot of clicks yesterday, and I'm very happy to hear that. So Monica Cannon Grant is somebody I've written about plenty of times before. She is an organizer, somewhat of an influential person in Boston politics. She is Black Lives Matter, 100%. Just a race baiting hack who's never had a fucking job in her entire life. She has 6 kids. I don't know how old some of them are, but they live in a housing project, which probably gets Section 8 housing, I'm assuming. And her grift is she runs this organization called Violence in Boston. Violence in Boston is a nonprofit that takes in tons of money, I think. The Patriots have donated to her. Like all these organizations have donated to her because it sounds like she has kind of like appointed herself. She created this in 2017 as the person who is going to, I don't know what Violence in Boston is supposed to do, but it's supposed to basically whenever she follows the scanner and whenever there's a shooting, she's down there trying to like put herself in the middle of it or tweeting about it or something like that. It does absolutely nothing to stop violence in Boston. It just basically documents violence in Boston. And she, before you would think that somebody who is so concerned about violence in Boston would understand like the violence plaguing Boston is not the police, David.
No.
It's other people in Boston shooting at other people, like little kids getting shot, shit like that.
Do you know what? When I saw the name of this organization, I thought, well, obviously it's one of these like the ones you exposed, like Mosaic. It's clearly a money spinning operation for the organizers. But what it struck out at me was it's really appropriately named because she's going around organizing all the marches that are turning into riots in Boston. And so she's promoting violence in Boston. So it's really well named. Yeah.
Yes, it is appropriate. Yeah. So, she's a campaign organizer for Ayanna Pressley, who's arguably one of the top 5 most famous and influential congressmen in the United States. First term.
Yeah, she was part of the squad, wasn't she? Right. They've even, reached these shores. Yeah.
Yes. She's the Ringo Starr. That's what we call her, the Ringo Starr of the squad. She's the 4th one. She's not as famous as like
the one at the back.
AOC is John Lennon. Ilhan Omar is Paul McCartney. The angry one there, Rashida Tlaib, she's George Harrison, and then ours is Ringo. We have Ringo. So, but she's more of like she's not as like stupid as the other 3. Like the other ones are just fucking crazy. Ayanna Pressley talks to you like she's a fucking pastor. She's so annoying hearing her voice, and everything is about like. I'm a strong black woman, and what we need right now. Like she thinks she's fucking Martin Luther King with tits, basically. She's not.
Good grief.
She's unbearable. Anyway, this chick also campaigned big time for Rachel Rollins, who is the nut job, lunatic district attorney of Suffolk County who doesn't prosecute anything else and hates cops. She's currently working on a senatorial campaign for Joseph Kennedy, the grandson of Robert F. Kennedy, a man who only is anything in life because he's lucky sperm. That's it. He's a ginger. He's obviously evil. Everybody knows that. All gingers are. And, she works for him. I'll tell you what, Joe Kennedy is going after this guy, Ed Markey. He's like our other senator besides Pocahontas. And Ed Markey is like, if you're a liberal, David, he's solid. Yeah. Like he does everything you want. Like he votes the same way Elizabeth Warren does on fucking everything.
So how does it work? You've got 2 senators for every state, yeah?
Every state, yeah. So we got
but with Congress below, you've got that depends on your population.
Yeah. So we have
435 voting members, 6 non-voting members. Yeah. Yes. But some states only have 1, and like California's got 53, yeah?
Man, you know more about United States civics than most Americans.
Oh, mate, I love politics.
Yeah, yeah. So like Wyoming, Vermont, they all have 1.
Right.
We have 9 in Massachusetts. We're kind of
right. You got 9. Okay, I didn't know how many you had. Yeah.
So Presley is one of our 9. Right. So technically, like, senators are more influential, and Ed Markey's done everything you would want if you're a liberal. But for whatever reason, his last name is Kennedy, so he feels fucking entitled to the seat. And God forbid I defend Ed Markey because I fucking hate the guy. Right. I don't understand how anybody could fucking not vote for Ed Markey. I don't fucking get it. Like you're gonna hand the seat to this lucky sperm douchebag. Why? Because he's a fucking Kennedy? Are you kidding me? Anyway,
exactly.
Yeah,
it's nepotism. It's nepotism of the worst. He's getting the job because of the family name.
Right, exactly. And she's campaigning for him. So here's this like Black Lives Matter. It's like, and what am I doing? I'm getting behind the face of white privilege, the face of it. Like if it existed, it would be Joe Kennedy.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
And so anyway, this chick, she's written op-eds in the Globe. She's been kind of canonized as like the de facto leader of the Black Lives Matter movement in Boston. She's held rallies in and around Boston. She held one in 2017 when allegedly the Klan was going to come here for a free speech rally, but then, of course, they didn't show up because it was all made up. 40,000 people showed up for that. 50,000 people showed up for the George Floyd. She has George Floyd protests every other fucking day. This is her grift. This is what she does. This is how she makes a living. She's a hustler.
She makes a living out of rabble rousing. Yeah.
And she doesn't like Marty Walsh because Marty Walsh is a liberal, the mayor, but he's
Why does she not like it? He gave her a building for free.
Why do you think he gave her a building for free?
Well, he wants her on her side. He don't want her to be an enemy.
Yeah, well, because she isn't. Like, she's fucking like she's relentless. She's fucking vicious. So, she doesn't like Marty Walsh because Marty Walsh is a liberal, but he's not completely radical yet. Like, he doesn't want to completely get rid of the police and shit like that. And he's like, he's an Irish guy from Boston. She doesn't like that. So, but whatever. He's scared of her. And so she basically bullied him into giving her a building, a 4,000 square foot building that she calls the Violence in Boston, Inc. Social Impact Center, where she basically uses to have her fucking podcast. There was a huge grand opening, and all these dignitaries come down, city councilors, stuff like that. All these people for this. So they're treating her. She's not some fringe person. She's treated by high society as a respectable person who you would not be ashamed to be associated with. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's watch the video.
Quick question.
Oh, shoot.
Violence in Boston Inc. Does that mean it's a company, a corporation?
No, it's just a nonprofit.
It's just a nonprofit. Okay.
I guess you could.
It sounded like a very capitalist type name to me for an organization.
Yeah, good point. Let's watch this video.
Misunderstandings. We're gonna have a lot of misunderstandings in this city. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Y'all picked the right one. Y'all picked the right one. I'll organize 45,000 motherfuckers to be on y'all's front lawn. I'm not playing.
This is before she got her building. So she's basically
You're saying, I've got a mob. I'll turn up wherever you like with 45,000 motherfuckers, apparently.
Exactly. Here she goes again.
Y'all don't get to fucking keep and fucking abolish cash bail. Fuck your bail. They're literally getting rich off of fucking bail, and they're so ignorant and so disrespectful, but we're supposed to believe that they're there to protect and serve us. FTP to the fucking death of me. I love y'all. I'm appreciative.
Okay, so fuck to the police to the death, y'all. We wrote about her in 2017.
I remember. Yeah.
Good blog. In which the Plymouth Plantations came to a classroom in Bridgewater, mostly white town, and they wanted to do a presentation for colonial life, what it's like there. And kids back in the day used to walk. They would learn how to walk with tethering strings, like the parents would strings up, and they would recreate that. Every time they go to a classroom, they do that. Like, here's an example of what it looks like. The one kid volunteers to get to be the baby, and they tether him, and that's it. In this particular classroom, the black girl decided she wanted to be the baby. Now, if you're the Plymouth Plantation lady, what do you say in that situation?
Wow, this could go wrong.
You might be thinking that in your head, but how do you tell a little girl?
You can't say no. You can't exclude her. Absolutely.
Like, what's she supposed to say to this kid? This kid's like 7 years old, and she's supposed to say to her, no, honey. See, there's this guy on Twitter named Sean King. We call him Talcum X. And if he sees this, that motherfucker is going to retweet it. And it's he got 2 million followers and a blue check mark.
Yeah.
So
he's a white guy, but he thinks he's black, and he's got a lot of following as a result.
Yes. So she's literally supposed to say to this child, no, you can't do this because you're black, honey. Like, that's what the mob, I guess, expected of her. Yeah. Because they post it, they do it, they take the picture as usual. And then this picture, I mean, when you first see the picture, you're like, oh man, that's not good. That's not good. But then you learn about it, and it's like, okay, it's not so bad. Like,
exactly. You need context.
Right. But they don't care. Monica Cannon Grant shared it. She shares the fucking name of the principal, the phone number, demand that this teacher be fired. fired? Are you kidding me? Like, you don't even, without asking questions or anything. And then this huge mob is like, yo, I would kill every white person in the motherfucking school district for this shit. Every white person. Cracker ass bitch. I'm a visitor when a real war starts. We at war with my people. What? What? You know what? I would go in that classroom and make that teacher get on all fours and bark like a dog, then arrest her and charge her with several racial counts and lock her up for prejudices against the black race. Yeah, so that's completely normal. Let's see what she says here.
Bail fund, y'all better call Black Lives Matter Boston, because these white officers picked the right one today. What's the numbers again? 877, and what's the other one? 1799. She's ignorant. She had her fucking foot in my kid's back.
Oh, she's talking about
today is the day. Y'all better come collect y'all's officers, and that's not a fucking threat. Because y'all sit and talk about police relations and community police fucking relations, and all of these fucking motherfuckers having these basketball events taking pictures with cops, and y'all ain't telling these fucking babies that these are the same cops that are gonna beat the shit out of them and run the fuck up on them. When you pick the right one today, I'm gonna sit here for a good.
Okie dokie.
Okay, that's not a threat, she said, making it sound exactly like a threat.
Right. She seems lovely. Let's give her a building. Let's give her a building. You know, you know why she gets all this accolades and, you know, like people aren't afraid to be with her. It's because, David, Black Lives Matter has American culture and society by the balls. They can do it.
You're terrified.
Yes, they are terrified, and
it's coming here gradually as well. To be honest, you can't criticize them. You can't, you know, you say, "Oh, but are you criticizing black people?" No, I'm criticizing this organization.
Yes.
But they say, no. Well, you criticize the organization, you're criticizing black people. No, again, I'm not criticizing black people. I'm criticizing, they won't have it.
Yes. And it's so true, because they're frightened, because they know they are scared of what this woman will do.
The mob will come. Yeah.
The mob too. Yes. They know that this woman has the power to like organize a gigantic mob, and she will do it if she doesn't get away. This is what
absolutely. It's mob rule.
She knows that. She's well aware of her racket. So anyway, Ayanna Pressley, who she campaigns for and is a campaign organizer for and good friends with, is running against, has a challenger this time. And her name is, she's a Republican, obviously. Her name is Rayla Campbell. And Rayla is a young black woman, 37 years old, 3 children, lives in Randolph, right south of Boston, part of the district. And she's running against her, but she's conservative. Like, conservative black women are a rare find in this part of the world, David.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Right. So whenever it is hard to be a conservative black person in this country, I would not want to do that. It seems awful, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, it's one, like, I can be conservative, right? Because I hate to say it, they expect nothing less from me.
It's expected.
Right.
It's
right.
expected.
Like, the radical left views conservatives as like, not only just I disagree with you, but like you're fucking twisted and fucked up and immoral, and you shouldn't even be breathing the same air as me. Like, they really hate you. They don't want you to. They view you as just evil. Like, you're subhuman trash if you are conservative. But anyway, they expect nothing less from people like me, because I'm a white guy who doesn't give a shit. I call people fupas lost, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid to be labeled by whatever, you know, you call me as. But for African-American women like Rayla, when they become conservative and they express conservative opinions, they get it a million times worse than me, man. A million times worse than me. Candace Owens gets it worse than any, or Jason Whitlock, or these people, because they're viewed as like race traitors.
Race traitors. That's David Harris, is he another guy that's
David Harris is a good one. There's like a handful, like, you know them. They're so rare that you know them all by name.
Exactly.
And they are viewed with such disdain by the quote unquote black community for having the audacity to think for themselves, for having the audacity to just not go along with whatever, regardless of what your politics are. Right. And I never understood this. I tell this to black people all the time. Right. I'm like, why? What the fuck do you get out of the Democratic Party? What the fuck have they ever done for you? Right? You talk about, you know, systemic racism. Who who the fuck controls the systems? Like every city in this country is ruled by Democrats, right? A lot of these cities are controlled by black Democrats, and they're running the cities. So if there's systemic racism, right, then who's running the fucking systems, right? It's like, what you meant? The Democrats. So why do you keep doing it? And the problem is this, David. The problem is this, is that the Republican plan for, like, you know, black success in this country takes too long. It takes too long. Like, and what the Democrats, the Republican plan, right, is go to school, get a good job, and, you know, climb the social ladder. But that takes fucking time, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas the Democratic plan is, here's a bunch of fucking money, right? Here's some cash. Here's some free housing. Here's some welfare. Here's some food stamps. Oh yeah. And that's, and so it's an immediate thing. And that is,
it's a quick fix, but it doesn't solve the underlying problems.
And that's the biggest weakness right now with the black electorate in this country, is that they're too easily fucking fooled with bullshit. Like you're doing this to yourself, right? Like if you demanded more of your elected leaders, like I don't know if I was you know, if I lived in a housing project and I was black, I wouldn't want, like, because I'm gonna need food tomorrow too. I need like a long-term plan. I need a fucking scholarship to get into college, right? Or I need to, like, you know, hook me up with a Job Corps program or something like that. Do something to help me climb the ladder so that I can be self-sufficient instead of throwing fucking money at me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's my rant. That's probably going to get me in trouble. I don't give a shit. But because unlike Rayla, I can afford to take chances like that. She cannot. She's going to get torn apart for being a black conservative woman. And, you know, she likes America. That's a big no-no. Absolutely not.
How dare you?
Yeah. And so now Rayla is a write-in candidate because she did not get enough signatures because of COVID, she claims. She did not want to come on. She was going to come on the show tonight, but I guess she's been receiving like crazy amounts of threats in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to try to get her on later in the week. It was just not a good night for her, as it turned out. But anyway, she did
repost the blog about Monica Cannon Grant on her campaign page on Facebook.
Yes, she did. She
shared the blog. Yeah.
So she's, you know, she's like, I like her. I like her a lot. Just found out about this lady recently. She seems cool in my book. And I'll get her on eventually, I'm sure. But anyway, she associated with this group called the Super Fun Happy America. Remember these douchebags? These guys?
Oh yeah.
The famous line. So these guys ran the Straight Pride Parade last year, and they're right wingers.
Yeah, they were overcompensating big time as well.
Yeah, I assumed we had them on for an interview, Brett and I, and I assumed that I'm like, you guys are trolling the left by calling them. Like,
yeah,
bravo. This is great. I think it's hilarious comedy. You guys are literally having a parade called Straight Pride. That's fucking hilarious. I think that's fantastic. But we had them on. I don't know if did you see that interview, David?
They were serious, and Brett in the end he came out with the classic line, didn't he?
Yeah, because they go,
you ain't special, motherfucker.
They go, because they said they were oppressed. They were like, we're oppressed.
Yeah.
You know, as heterosexual.
Well, if they'd been saying that, ironically or satirically, it would have been hilarious. But they genuinely believed it.
They genuinely believed it. And Brett totally goes, he goes, a lot of people like pussy. You ain't
special.
A lot of people like pussy.
A lot of people like pussy. Yeah.
So anyway, I would. Do those guys strike you as like dangerous white nationalists?
No, they struck me as sad, laughable figures who were completely misguided. Yeah,
fucking joke. Like, who cares? Like,
yeah,
super fun, happy America. It's fucking funny. Anyway, but according to her, these are white nationalists, and so she takes this.
Right. No, but that's the narrative. Anyone who even disagrees with them. You can no longer have a political discourse. You can no longer have rational debate where people sit down and put point and counterpoint and try and thrash out a solution. If you disagree with their point of view, their definition is you are now a white nationalist, no matter what. You could be, like me, a left-leaning liberal kind of guy. But if you disagree with them, you are a white nationalist. That's it.
Absolutely. So she went on and she did this... We'll see. I clipped the highlights of the video. It's like a 34-minute video, and she posted this on Facebook. She took it down because she must have realized like this is not good. Like
even by her standards, this has gone too far.
Yeah. So I kind of clipped some of my favorite parts. Let's watch it.
Keep your fucking hands off. And then there's heifer running against Ayanna Presley. This one here with the white husband.
She got a white husband, so that's a big no.
Oh, no.
At some point, we're going to have a conversation with black folks who get in a relationship with white folks and then forget that they black.
All right, time out.
Imagine saying that the other way around. Just imagine.
Yeah. If
a white person said that the other way around, what would the backlash be like?
I think we know exactly what that would be.
I think we do.
Yeah. The left, the social justice warriors of the world, they love to say, we need to have a conversation, y'all. That's like their favorite thing to say.
Hard conversations.
They've been saying it, and I don't know if you know, like we've had the conversation several times. We've had lots of conversations about this. We converse about racial issues pretty much on a daily basis in this country. The most common topic of discussion. But no matter how many times you talk about it, it's always the same thing. We need to have a conversation, y'all, about. So now the conversation needs to be about black women or black men who intermarry. This is a big no-no. She does not like interracial relationships.
Now, in South Africa, 30 years ago, that was called apartheid, and you weren't allowed to do it, and the world hated South Africa for it.
Yeah.
Interracial marriages, it was the biggest bugbear. There were economic sanctions, there were sporting sanctions, because South Africa said black people and white people couldn't marry. Because it was outrageous.
Yeah.
And now why is she getting a pass on saying exactly the same thing?
I don't know. I'll tell you, I feel like she would love being black in Mississippi in 1955. Like
it's black in South Africa in 1985.
Yeah, like that seems preferable than being black in Boston in 2020 to her. I don't know, because she does not like the race mixing very much. Not a thing.
How no.
So she's gonna go on. She's gonna expand and explain why she doesn't like the race mixing.
Okay.
We're going to have that conversation. And I know it's going to fuck with y'all nerves. It's going to be uncomfortable, but we're going to have that conversation, because if white vagina and white penises jeopardize your melanin, then we need you to sit in the back of the classroom, and this ain't your part of the show, and you don't get to talk right now. Until you practice some self-love, know your history, and realize where the fuck you came from, this ain't your part of the show. We need you to sit in the back. I need all the people that understand what it is to wake up black, regardless of how many educated gang symbols you have at the end of your name, regardless of how close in proximity you are to white supremacy, regardless of how many white penises you ride. And I ain't mad at you, sis, because if you riding that motherfucker for a credit score, get you that house, boo. Get your 40 acres in your mule. Just don't forget that you's a nigga.
Okay, that's 2 N-words so far in the show. We're definitely getting
so far. Yeah.
That is, I mean, what? What? So it's just, first of all, Rayla seems like a very respectable woman, and her husband is white. And I love, one of the most underrated racist parts about this video, David, is the fact that she thinks that the only reason a black woman would ever have to marry a white man is to fix their credit score, which she assumes is bad.
Which is racist in itself to assume that.
Like another element of racism that we didn't even really touch in the blog. Like she believes all black people have bad credit, and their only way out of
she's saying, someone with that skin color would do that for that reason. That's a racist statement. End of. That's insane. I mean, or perhaps this, maybe she loves her husband. Maybe she doesn't want to get her credit fixed. Maybe Rayla's no. It's clearly about riding the white penis. She makes it quite clear in her videos.
Oh my god! I mean, I would expect this type of ratchet behavior. I guess. I mean, if she was just a regular ratchet, run-of-the-mill ratchet,
this woman has genuine power as well. It's eye-watering.
I would argue she's one of the most powerful political figures in Boston,
without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
So she goes on. She's going to talk about black men now.
Black man, but I get it. He living in Utah. He getting pink uncooked vagina. I get it. What I need you to do though is keep your mouth shut on black shit. If you ain't ready to be black, that's what I need you to do. I need you to shut the fuck up.
So the only way to be black is to only bang other black people. Okay, understood.
And be disrespectful. And I'll be damned if I let this melanin adjacent woman whose proximity to white supremacy is so disgusting, right? be disrespectful to our congresswoman because white folk have convinced her that she been drinking the water. I don't know. White folks have convinced her that she was better. I don't know. She was one of those she's an exceptional Negro. Is that what it is? She crossed
she thinks in her mind the only way that a black person in this country could possibly feel the appeal of conservatism is if you are just completely selling out.
Yeah, she said she was melanin adjacent and close to white supremacy. Close translation. She doesn't agree with me.
Exactly. I want to get this tape in the hands of like Donald Trump Jr. or somebody like powerful conservatives. Like I want them to play this at the fucking convention. Like I don't like this needs to get out more. This tape. Like
definitely, this needs circulating. People have got to see who've got the reins of power of these organizations because it's outrageous.
The shock factor alone on this, and the
absolutely,
fact that this woman is so closely tied to one of the most famous congresswomen in the United States Congress.
Correct.
You know, a rock star essentially, and she's making this video on behalf of Ayanna Pressley. Assume like she's doing this to help Ayanna Pressley.
Well, so she is one of her spokespeople. Yeah,
right.
Respect the white woman. Malcolm X would have blew somebody's fucking head off or ordered the motherfucking whatever.
So she's saying that if Malcolm X saw white men coming into Suffolk County, which is where Randolph is, then he would have blown their fucking heads off. That's a perfectly normal thing to say. Perfectly normal thing. Yeah.
Violence in Boston. That's violence in Boston right there.
Yeah. And by the way, Malcolm X never blew anyone's head off. He ended up killed because he was too peaceful towards the end of his life, but that's a different story.
And I get it. You've been riding white penis for a while.
She's obsessed.
I don't give a shit. You and Tom, Chad, Bill can get it.
Can get it, okay.
Working, and they recognize the master don't give a shit because at a drop of a dime, their men was fucking slaughtered.
So now she's going to get into the historical aspects and say this woman is a runaway slave or a house slave.
In front of them, we were raped and had to breastfeed their little ignorant ass kids that build fucking methamphetamine labs in the goddamn basement. And then you had the house Negro who was so excited about being in the motherfucking house that every time master got sick, they're like, "We sick, master." And every time master did something, we did it, master. And God forbid one of us tried to get away, the house Negro would go, "Look, they's trying to get away, master. They's running again." That's what this woman is. And Randolph.
That's what this woman is. I mean, this is like, that's what this woman is. Literally calling her a runaway slave, which is so ironic, Dave, because this woman is the runaway. Like she's the one that's running away from the left, from the Democratic Party, and she's being reported. Like, look at this one. She's running away. She escaped. No, she can't get off the Democratic plantation. We own her for life. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not often lost for words, but this. Yeah.
So she goes on.
How to organize an event for our Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, because we need this heifer to understand that regardless of how many white penises she ride, and regardless of how many white supremacists she recruit, and regardless of how many Trump supporters that she support, that at the end of the day, keep your hands off. Okay? Keep your fucking hands off. And then when it comes to our district attorney, Rachel Rollins, yes, I fuck the police all day long.
Oh, okay.
And twice on Sunday.
We're back to that now. Okay, yeah, we're back.
Put your hands on that black woman, you 4 white men.
Okay, so she seems lovely. So that is Ayanna.
An absolute charmer.
Yeah, if anybody else, if a Republican congressman or whatever, you name it, had a campaign organizer who put out something so blatantly racist in which he said, like, "Oh man, we don't allow our white women to have sex with black men. We don't allow that shit around here." It would not only would it be
destroyed,
but the congressman himself or herself would have to resign. They would have to certainly issue a statement. The fact that it's been 24 hours and Ayanna Pressley, no media has picked up on this, of course, except for us. The media, I mean, that's another thing. So I'm going to start a huge campaign starting Monday, man. I want Pete Turtleriders, if you're out there, get me a list. Okay, that's what I need Turtleriders to do. Get me a list of emails. I need an email list. I want the kind of press person for every single person Monica Cannon Grant has ever associated with. Joe Kennedy's press person, Rachel Rollins, we actually already have that. Ayanna Presley's, obviously, Elizabeth Warren's. Go through the list. Give me the Globe email. I need Turtleriders to do that because this takes time and stuff like that, and I want to get this done.
Who gave her the building? Marty Walsh?
Marty Walsh's press person. There you go. I want a fucking list, a database of like 100 fucking emails and I will write up a form email that we will send to everyone, right? The media included, asking them, and I'll write it all professionally and respectfully and stuff like that, asking them if they will disavow this, because that's what you have to do. You have to disavow. You have to disavow. I want them all to publicly disavow this woman. I want her racket to end. Fuck, like the fact that she's allowed, like the Boston Celtics gave her the Hero of the Week award or whatever, today's hero, because they just see Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is popular right now, and this woman is the face of Black Lives Matter, so she must be good. But they don't know what they're donating. Nobody ever looks. It's like with Hadassah Rose. Remember that? Oh, all these checks would just come. TJ Maxx goes down there with a $10,000 check and gives it to Hadassah Rose. Like, well,
exactly.
It's a woman's shelter, right? She helps the homeless. Who cares if it's fucking a gypsy who's subsidizing her own failing restaurants with it? Who cares? So here's another video of her.
A motherfucker working for the man is supposed to root for him, but not to the point where you forget that you got that melanin in your skin. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. I'm not anti anybody that has a city job. I'm anti-coonery. There is a situation in this city of house Negroes and field Negroes that nobody wants to talk about.
No, she's upset.
Is she driving a car and making a video at the same time there as well?
I believe she is. Yes. I wish she'd crash, but that's just
yeah.
What's this one? Let's see.
First, let me say this. Anything that happens in City Hall, I get notified by City Hall.
Okay.
What that means is that there's motherfuckers working in City Hall that gives me the alley-oop. They call me from inside of meetings. They call me from inside of City Hall. They call me and hit me up and give me the drop on shit. How is it that the bitch that's in the bed on maternity leave knows everything that's happening in City Hall? So maybe y'all need to check y'all circles. But I digress. So
you're basically saying, like, I control city politics now.
And I have a narc network, so don't think I won't find out.
I'll briefly run through these, people who have tweeted about her. These two are city councilors, Julia Mejia, and however we pronounce it, and Michelle Wu. Michelle Wu might be the next mayor of Boston. Okay. They're both, putting out there, they're calling her inspirational. They haven't taken those down yet. Another one, Sue O'Connell from NBC. WGBH and Jim Browdy, your taxpayer-funded organization, they have tweeted this out. The Boston Globe has featured her. As I said, not only they featured her and fawned over her, they allowed her to write op-eds in there. She's been featured in several panels. Like here she is on one with Elizabeth Warren. I joined Violence in Boston. That's her. Like she gets tagged.
I wonder what Pocahontas would make of a woman just putting out these videos going, I'm going to have 45,000 motherfuckers on your doorstep. I'm sure that would go down great.
Yeah, and honestly, would anybody on the left even care? I mean, I don't even know if they would care that much, to be perfectly honest with you. Because as long as Donald Trump is the president of the United States, that's all that matters to them. They're like, but Trump.
Is he such a figure of hate that clearly he is, that it detracts completely from the Democratic mayors and leaders of all the cities that are actually probably far more responsible than Trump for the issues that cities have?
Well, he gets to
because he's the top man, he gets the blame, right?
Is because he's Trump. He's the ultimate whataboutism card.
Whataboutery. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
No matter what, as a Republican, you could point out people like Monica Cannon Grant and AOC till the cows come home. All they're going to counter with is Trump. Yeah, but Trump.
Yeah.
But
Trump.
But Trump. And what can you do? I can't defend everything Donald Trump says. He says some.
No one can. He's a moron.
Right. Exactly. So and that's what it's the downfall of Trump is that he's so fucking divisive that no matter how crazy the left is, they can just always say, well, what about Trump?
Yeah.
And it's like, fucking Christ.
Here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, whoever's running against Trump, I would be supporting the other guy. Yeah. However, this time, the left has a worse candidate.
I know.
Joe Biden is beyond It's unbelievable.
Their best hope, man. The best thing that ever happened to the left is coronavirus, man. Best.
He's had an excuse to just hide and not go on telly and actually talk. Yeah.
It did everything. It tanked the economy, which was Trump's.
Which was actually doing quite well. Yeah.
Right. And then it just, they knew that, even though I don't entirely blame Trump, I mean, like you said, I blame more the governors of these states that couldn't control it and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't really blame anyone that much. It's just a fucking disease.
Trump doesn't come out of Corona well. All the stuff about drinking disinfectant and God knows what.
It's the stupid shit he says. And
shit he says, yeah.
And the stuff that while it's going on, that's just so like insensitive to it all.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like John Lewis died yesterday. John Lewis is a huge
legend
in the civil rights movement, and he hasn't even fucking tweeted about it yet. He's been tweeting about like his enemies and shit like that. And it's like, oh, dude, I like Trump. I voted for Trump. I'm gonna vote for him again. Yeah. But you're almost like, dude, can I just take your phone, please, for like fucking 10 minutes? Like, just oh my god. Anyway, that's I digress. All right,
moving on. Yes.
Moving on. So anyway, so here's some more. A pastor tweets her out, like all these people. She's been there's Joe Kennedy. Have to say a word about my friend at Pro Rock Thrower. That tells you everything. That's her goddamn
Pro Rock Thrower. Yeah. She's
thrower.
In favor of throwing rocks. Fantastic.
Yeah. So she's really he pimps her out a lot. Let's see. But there she is.
Probably scared not to, of course.
Yeah, it's like
it helps both sides. It ensures transparency on both sides. And it humanizes officers. It lets us see firsthand how they view us, how they're viewed, and it helps build community police relations. So do it already.
Does it say it humanizes police officers?
Yes.
So they're not really humans.
She doesn't like that.
You're making out that they are. How dare you?
That would fuck up her racket. That would fuck up her racket, you know. And so she's marching, like got all these marches, always leading the march. There she is, giving a speech. Here she is. Let's see what she says.
I did a block party and I used my food stamps that I was supposed to be using for my children.
My food stamps.
Every time I'm out here, you know, there's 5 kids sitting at my house that I'm not with. Pay black women.
Pay black women. Pay black women. So
free stuff.
Yeah, she learned from her good friend Didi Delgado, the queen of reparations, who literally makes people please continue to pay reparations you owe to black women. She's obviously the major character from Turtleboy past. But this is who's running the city. This is who is running the city of Boston. Here's the Boston Celtics. Our state lottery hero among us is a force to be reckoned with. An activist who fights for her community. Monica Cannon Grant efforts help to spearhead initiatives to prevent violence. Whatever the fuck that means.
Christ.
Like that just shows you like the Celtics and these gigantic corporations. It's like, oh yeah, it says it right in the name, right? They're against violence, so throw some fucking money at her. She's black. She's part of Black Lives Matter. That's kind of in right now, right? Yeah, just fucking talk. Like, let's give her a fucking award. She had some marches, like whatever. Anyway, so I got more coming on her, man. She did release another video today. Another video, Dave, in which she rants for like. I'll just play a quick clip of that in a moment, but you got to hear this one part of this clip that I clipped.
Okay,
so she of course she made herself the victim, and she didn't even talk about me in the video. She did reference the blog, which she called a white supremacist blog. I listened to it.
Of course, because you disagree with it. Anyone who disagrees with it is a white supremacist.
But her problem is not with me. Her problem is with the website that put the video out, because she took it down. And believe it or not, David, she has a lot of enemies in the black community. You think I don't like her? She's like
that doesn't surprise me, because anyone with a bit of rationale and a bit of reason about them will see that she is an opportunist who's climbing the ladder on the backs of other people.
Right. Like believe it or not, there are people associated with Black Lives Matter who are actually well-intentioned, right?
Oh, no doubt.
Use the collective power to improve the lives of black people. And they look at her and they look at this violence in Boston thing that ever since she created this, and they're not stupid. They see like, oh man, this is a scam. This chick is living large, making all this money in donations and all this stuff, and is appointing herself. And they're like, she's bad for business. That's how they view her, is that this woman, if she continues to be the face of Black Lives Matter,
she will detract from the actual points they're trying to make. Yes.
And people like me will see stuff like that and put it out there and expose her. And they understand that's bad. And so this website, the Blackstonian, kind of put it out, and she doesn't like the guy who runs it. She has beef with him. His name is Jamal. I've actually had him on a podcast like over 2 years ago. I had this guy on a podcast because we didn't get along at first, Jamal and I, but he's actually not a bad guy. And he's, we don't agree on anything. He's a Rachel Rollins supporter and all that stuff.
Right.
But you could tell he does not like her, and the feeling is mutual. So anyway, she puts this video out today. Here's a clip from it.
Community, and I'm a success. I win. Every time that they create these campaigns to try to degrade, disrespect, and devalue me, God blesses me.
God blesses me.
Another grant comes.
Another
partner comes.
She says it right there. Like every time.
She's admitting that she's making bank off of it.
She literally just said that every time the Turtle Boy or anybody tries to come at me, cash money.
Money.
And this is why I am going to expose this bitch. Bitch, if you want to dance with the devil, I like 2.5 years ago, you bitches got my Facebook page shut down. You got it shut down. 112,000 followers gone. You did that. You did a lot of damage to me. I'm not playing anymore. I'm going to fucking destroy your cash cow. Just understand that. I am going to dedicate you're my new project. You're my new project, Monica. I am going to dedicate every waking second I have to ruining you, to absolutely fucking destroy you. I don't know if Rayla has any chance of winning that seat. Probably not. Let's be honest.
Not. She's not a Democrat, probably not. But I wish her well, obviously.
Right. Yeah. But a victory for me will be watching you get turned into Mosaic. I am going to turn you into my Boston Mosaic. Mosaic was 5 years ago, when I was a small Worcester blogger. Well, guess what, baby? Turtle Boy's all grown up now, and I've outgrown Worcester, and I'm on to Boston now, and I'm coming for you. You're my new white whale. I'm going to come get you. So just watch out. Just understand that. You don't get to call me a white supremacist blogger and just blow me off, because that's not what I do. The hateful one here is you, and I live to expose ratchet, scumbag, pieces of shit like you. So just know that.
Another supporter comes. So I'm starting to believe.
Another child comes.
Yeah. Like this is what she does for 40 minutes.
I'm starting to believe that the prerequisite to my blessing is to go through this a little bit.
Go through this like she's the fucking victim for getting exposed by her own fucking word. Fuck you,
victim currency.
Okay. All right, let's go on to the next topic. Then I'm done.
Yeah, let's get some ratchets on.
Right. Yeah, let's talk about these. Let's talk about white people now. At Mendon.
Man, yes.
Yeah, I talked about this on the live show the other day. That dude Kevin Wheeler, biggest bitch on the planet, 290-pound man, makes up a lie, claims that Subway in Mendon did not serve him, and the reason was because, quote unquote, we don't serve your kind around here. We don't serve your kind.
Yeah, buddy.
And he cries like the little bitch that he is, and he whines and stuff like that. And he said, "Oh my God, they didn't serve me. I didn't get my tuna sandwich. Blah blah blah. They're so racist to me. My feelings are hurt. I might be 290 pounds, but I'm really sensitive. Oh my God, I really want my sandwich from Subway. You little fucking cunts." And these white people ate that shit up. This guy,
they loved it. It fitted the narrative so they couldn't wait to be down outside the shop with their signs, could they?
Yeah, no, they could not. There was actually, let me pull this up. Give me 1 sec. He is not liked inside the African American community either anymore, as we're going to see.
No, they've several bits of BLM have cut ties with him because they figured out he was just, as I think you said on the show on Thursday, he's just driving traffic to his podcast about racism.
Exactly. And he had two other members of his podcast, and one of them is, and they're both black, and they live in Milford, and one of their names is Victoria Morris. And I didn't really get into this yet, but she had a whole long post on Facebook today, which you can see on the screen right now, I think.
Wow.
Is it sharing on the screen right now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. She had this whole long thing, basically how Kevin Wheeler hijacked her movement and her work. She actually organized a lot of these protests, but and he would come on and latch on, and then he'd come on and seek the cameras out and say that he organized it and stuff like that. And so she basically cut ties with him. She wrote this whole long thing. Her name is Victoria Morris. Check out what she wrote if you have time. But anyway, she wasn't fooled, but white people are fooled because white people are fucking cancer. Let me tell you that much right now. White people, we are the fucking worst on the planet. People say I'm racist. Yes, I'm very racist against white people in particular. I cannot fucking stand them. No offense, David. You're one of the good ones.
No, that's fine. I'm one of the good guys. Yeah.
So anyway,
can you call me Cracker because we're both white?
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So Kevin Wheeler gets busted. He admits in a video that it was a quote unquote misunderstanding, which how the fuck do you misunderstand? We don't serve
your kind. Yeah. There's no gray areas there. That's not a miscommunication. It's a story he made up.
And before I get into that, let me just refresh the donos. Let's see how we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're getting closer. We're up to 130. So we're 20 short.
Ooh, very close.
Let me read these. JB says, just helping replenish the turtle slush fund from vacay or for bail. Thank you, JB. M Job says Monica Cranen Grant wants to have a conversation because Rayla Campbell disagrees with her politics. She wants her to sit in the back. Has she ever heard of a hero named Rosa Parks who refuses to sit in the back? Yeah, I thought that was interesting wording too. Sean says he's paying for Turtle Boy reparations. Thank you, sir. Apache Al says keep spreading the love. Suzanne says hoping for the Auburn exacta with Cam and Jarrett in New England. Yes, we I think that's both a Kentucky Derby reference and a Patriots reference. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're 20 short. Once again, guys, I love doing stuff like this. Like when you donate, you get not only the live show and the freestyle, whatever. I love doing that shit, but it's the blogs like last night, the Monica Cranen Grants. That's what you're really paying for because in this day and age, in the cancel culture age, you can't afford to write stories like that if you have advertisers, like if you're dependent on advertisers, because they'll go after them, right? So the only way to get stuff like that is with donos. So I thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you. Anyway, let's go back to the story, shall we? All right. So this guy, Kevin Wheeler, gets busted. Basically said, tells the world that it was a lie.
Yeah. I got into an argument with when it was first coming out, and I think you were away at Lake Weatherford. I can't remember the name of it now, but
Wickafucky,
yeah. And I was saying, look, it's just such an obvious lie. No one in the current time frame, the current narrative, would ever say anything like that. No one would have said that in 1975, for God's sake.
Yeah, no fucking way.
Especially with the way it's going on. It's just a lot. And in the end, this huge thread got deleted. In the end, the guy who started it was like, okay.
Yeah. So the Kevin Wheeler, he's kind of holding on, right? Like he admitted he was lying. He's deleted everything. He's a pariah in town now. Everybody knows he's full of shit. But he's still saying, so you're aware, my statement I made was not given an option, okay? That or legal action. So he's acting like, oh, what I posted was like under duress, right?
Yeah. I had to say it or else, yeah.
Shit, fuck off, dude. So my whole thing, I blame nobody's paying attention to him anymore. He's a fucking liar. I wanted to know who the assholes were. I want to know who, because Kevin Wheeler's the world. You can't. They are what they are. They're going to exist. They would have no power.
He can't do what he does without these enablers.
It's like Monica Cranen Grant, right? It's the same
Bingo.
thing. You can't. They are powerless without the mob behind them. I can't stop a Monica Cranen Grant mob because there's too many of them, 50,000. But I can stop 20 white people that are men in the subway. I can expose them. That's within my capabilities. So I wanted to know, who the fuck are these people? And I made the announcement very clear. If you are one of these 20 people, you must issue a public apology. You must do it. Failure to do so will result in us having to do things the old-fashioned Turtle Boy way. And just like that, a lot of people came forward and they said, I was part of the mob that day. I'm so sorry. And there was just like legit apologies. And I always accept legit apologies. And that's cool. However, one chick did not want to apologize. Her name was Molly Gould. There she blows right there. Molly Gould.
Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge.
I've tried every sponge. This is
What the
handsome.
fuck is that?
What the hell is that?
That's a commercial, I guess. Okay.
Okay.
I guess this is
Molly Gould has doubled down, I take it.
yes, Molly Gould. Hopefully this does not play. Okay, cool. All right. So
Okay,
anyway,
Molly.
Molly Gould, there she blows right there. The only good fascist is a dead one, so she really cares about black people, you would assume.
Yes, that's not a violent statement at all.
Yeah, so this is what she writes. On her Facebook page. See, what we're not going to do is discredit a movement that goes far beyond one man's story and spew hatred and violence like the author of this quote-unquote article did. Did you really think I deserve to be tarred and feathered and humiliated for believing someone who said they were the victim of a hate crime? First of all, yes, I do.
Yes,
Absolutely,
yes.
Absolutely. Tarred and feathered seems like a completely fair response or fair punishment to what you did, because what you did was deplorable, disgusting. You joined in a mob, a lynch mob. Dave, these people, if you ask any, I bet you if you ask this chick, hey, honey, if you lived in Georgia in 1825, I bet, do you think she'd be cool with slavery?
100%. It was the norm. It's not saying it's right, but that's what it was in that time. That's like saying a Japanese people responsible for Pearl Harbor, current Japanese people, 2020. No.
Yeah.
Because they didn't make that decision. They weren't involved with it. And the people alive today, the white people alive today, are not responsible for slavery.
Right. If you asked her, though, do you think she would say she would?
She would have said, I would have risen up against it. Right. I would have been there holding my sign saying, how dare you work these people for nothing on your plantation because Black Lives Matter.
But what they don't realize is that their behavior indicates the exact opposite. Their behavior in the current time shows that what they do best is join mobs and join whatever is cool, whatever is trending, whatever is the status quo.
Whatever is the zeitgeist, whatever is the narrative.
The exact opposite of an abolitionist. She would be the status quo in the South. That's what she would do. She has an inability to think independently. She does whatever the mob is fucking doing. That's what people like her do. So she goes on to say, the subway was closed. Bitch, the subway was closed because of you. Don't you understand that you showed up there and threatened
for days as well? These people lost a lot of money, and ordinary working people lost their income in these tough economic times where they've probably only just gone back to work.
Right. And so she goes on to say, the subway was closed. We were all peacefully standing outside of it based on the assumption that we were supporting someone. Edit. Also, most of these people were young teens. Why do you hate children so much? Oh, bitch, stop hiding behind the kids. I said the same thing when I was
That's just deflection. That's just deflection.
Yeah. Stop. The left loves to hide behind crotch roots. They love it. That's why they got that fucking evil chick from the North Pole who talks about global warming without Greta, whatever her name is. Yeah,
it's a long-standing practice. Jehovah's Witnesses always bring young children to the door when they're trying to convert you as well. It's hide behind it because you can't criticize a child.
Yeah, they always throw them up there. Like, with the left with gun control, it's like, oh, here's fucking David Hogg. You can't say anything about him. He's fucking 17. Whatever. Anyway, she goes on to say, call me what you will, but I'm not dissuaded or hurt by your transparently racist rant on how this movement should be discredited based on the actions of one man. I went to the vigil and marched to support Black Lives. I'll still support Black Lives. Okay, bitch. I mean, you're just literally proving my point that I support Black Lives. You support Black Lives by because you blindly believe everything. That's how you think you're helping Black people. What the fuck's wrong with you? What are you talking about, bitch? So she goes on and posts again after the Mendon Upton for social justice page denounces him, right? A social justice page denounces him. So she goes on to say, honestly, who knows if it was a lie? I was shocked and immediately thought you. But who's to say it wasn't a genuine misunderstanding? So she's not even admitting.
She just cannot admit
that she
was wrong.
Yeah.
Cannot do it, can she?
They can't do it. So all these other people are like, oh my God, small business. And she goes,
can we call her? Can we call her?
Yeah, let's give her a call. Molly Gould.
Yeah, come on, let's call her.
Completely shut down her page.
I want to speak to her as well.
Yeah, I'll bring her. She has shut down her page, or at least made it all private and shit. Did she block me already? Oh man, did she block? Because I messaged her earlier. Okay, oh, here she is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, she has blocked me. Okay, I am blocked. I'm officially blocked, so I cannot even call her. So
yeah, so not even the courage of a conviction. She's okay when she's typing it onto the screen for the world to read, but she won't stand up and actually confront someone who has a differing opinion on it.
I know these people are
how weird is that?
I don't bite. Come on, I just want to have a conversation, a respectful conversation about why you blockaded a subway. But all these, how about this one? This one will do. Katie Cook says, I guess Subway threatened to sue him, so he tried to take down his original video. He posted one saying it was a misunderstanding, not that it was a lie. But Subway has yet to release the video, so I think this may kind of be kind of a misunderstanding that he quote unquote lied. I think until Subway releases the video, I kind of don't believe that this was a lie. Like,
what?
What? All right,
these people have no logic cells at all. He's come up with a story. They don't want evidence for that.
Yes.
He then retracts the story.
Yeah.
And now they want evidence for a made-up reason for the retraction.
Yes, they think he's like, I don't think he's being.
They think he might be being sued, and I want evidence.
But they
didn't want evidence for the original story at all.
Yes, they want racism. Like they want
racism like you don't believe, don't they?
Without racism, like, oh my God, like what do I?
They'll have nothing else to do for a start all day.
I can't call myself an ally if there is no racism to ally in response to. So what the fuck? So anyway, yeah, she is there she blows Katie Cook. Anyway, she goes on and on. This chick is the complete SJW package. You name it, man. She does it. Like it's like a parody of herself.
Oh, can I? Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on. I've got her page up here with the. She's clearly female, yeah, and she clearly is not a man, and she doesn't care. She's stating she's not a man. However, she's so desperate to be part of the trend or the movement or the narrative. Here's what she put. I pulled this up from a few days ago. I don't know if I can do the voice.
Let's hear it.
Let's go. I'm exploring outside of the gender binary and how it feels to use they, them pronouns. Please respect my exploration of my gender and don't refer to me as a woman. So she's not saying I'm a man. Just call me them and they instead, just because I want to be cool with it. I want to be like someone who's transitioning or whatever. I'm not actually doing it. I just want to be part of it. So call me them and they instead.
That's exactly what it is, man. It's
fuck off.
It just shows you what a fucking joke. Like even if I was transgender, I would be like, bitch, go. You're making a mockery of this, even though it's kind of a mockery to begin with. You're making a mockery of this. You're basically saying like, oh, I'm definitely a chick. I know I'm a chick, but I'm just going to experiment. I'm just going to explore.
Yeah, I want to know what it feels like to be one of those people because I'm so close to them.
I'm just looking, I'm looking basically to change my pronouns in my bio. Like that's all this comes down to. It's become trendy to just be transgender, if you will. Even though they're getting murdered allegedly at alarming rates. It's just another.
It's again. Let's look at this mob mentality. If you're accused of being transphobic, it's a real bad thing. It comes back. You can be cancelled for it. What best way to ever eliminate ever being accused of being transphobic by just pretending to be trans for a little while?
Yeah, go through a trans stage,
Yeah,
I'll do the trans thing. Well, you can't do the black thing. That's a big no.
No, that's too far.
No, that's too far. Exactly. So, but transgender is actually above on the oppression scale.
In fact, yes, I don't want you to call me him or he from now. I'd like to be them or they for the rest of the show, please. Because I'm exploring my gender.
Yes. Well, you can come up with any pronouns you want. There's they. I cannot wait for the first person to say that their pronouns are the N-word. That would be fucking hilarious. Like, call me N-word. Like, that's my pronoun is N-word and S-word. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my pronouns are cunt and bitch. So please call me that. Please refer to me as, I don't want to be, that's not hers. That's cunts. Okay, get it right. That's misgender.
Yeah.
Call me cunts. Anyway, this is like real life. So she's the complete package. She graduated from Lesley University, waste of money. She recognizes her privilege. She's trying to raise money for bail. She shares fake news about the Boston cops. What's this one? She hates the police. She wants them abolished. She is going to punch people who don't wear masks. She wants to abolish police unions. She believes that climate change is racism. She believes that Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. She believes that, she wants to do prison volunteer work. So that's the other thing.
Yeah, we all know what that means.
Yeah. Bitch, you're going to get passed around that shower. Trust me.
Who was the woman the other week you wrote the blog on?
Rachel Corey.
Yeah.
Corey, yes.
Yeah.
Also worked for Rachel Rollins, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you need, she doesn't believe in penetrative sex, which is a goddamn fucking shame because I think we can all agree.
I feel I'm missing out there. Yeah.
The tops. It's quite excellent.
It's my favorite thing to do with my clothes off.
It's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite hobbies. Not gonna
Full
lie.
stop. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's that. Let's go on to the final topic, shall we? That is the Adam Gomez Springfield situation.
Oh, yes. Let's go with this guy.
All right. So I actually have I found a video of this. Let me pull it up there. So I'll just do a quick little intro. So first of all, another hot cop. No offense to Leah Genduso out there, but this is one of my favorite former hot cops. I mean, this chick, she's running
Leah close here, actually. Yes.
She's spicy, man. Like spicy. That's all I got to say about this. The face and everything. That's a bad girl right there. That is a bad girl. Anyway, her name is Clarissa Fuentes. She becomes a police officer, but because she's a single mom, and I guess she gets promoted to detective immediately. Not really promoted, but just becomes detective because they want nothing more than to have a woman of color, which technically she is, on the police department. So they get her on there, but she turns out to be Ratchet because this is her niece, who is an Instagram influencer in Atlanta with 75,000 followers, Kayla Martinez. And all an IG influencer is just a basic bitch who likes to dress like a whore and knows how to use filters. That's all it is. And they post new, ass pictures, a lot of ass pictures and stuff like that. And she posts pictures like shoot the fuck back, which is whatever. Just a crazy chick from Atlanta. Who cares? But Flojo, who is Clarissa Fuentes, the cop, the detective, retweets it or shares it on Instagram with a little heart next to it. It says, my niece, heart. And it's a picture that says, shoot the fuck back. Who do we call when the murderer wears a badge? A fucking cop, dude, put this out there and gave it the heart. I'm so proud of you, girl. Shoot the fuck back. Oh my goodness gracious.
My colleagues are going to love this.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Anyway, she gets fired. She gets fired for it because she had already been in trouble for this. There was an incident, believe it or not, that I didn't really get into. Some people have messaged, a bunch of cops messaged me ever since this. She's fucking hated in that department. They hate her because she makes them all look bad. And this post is fucking ridiculous. They hate people like her. So I guess there was a scam she was involved in. She got a fucking free hot tub from the Big E. We all know the Big E. My feelings on that. She got a free hot tub out of it. And rumor is she might have, she earned that hot tub. Let's put it that way. So she was already on probation with the police. So this was the end of it. You do something like this, you're fired. The Springfield police have fired cops before. They fired a cop in 2017 for an offensive Facebook comment on a Ben Shapiro post about running protesters over, whatever. She attempts to fix it. Now she tells Mass Live, right, that I was the police department told me to fix it. The chief told me to fix it. Get out there and fix it, whatever the fuck that means, right? The police deny this was ever said. So she goes and tries to fix it by, posting to my fellow officers. I've recently shared a post that a family member had posted themselves protesting the recent death of George Floyd. I did not share the photo with any malicious intent. Why would you? I apologize. I'm not anti-cop. What are you talking about? Then why the fuck would you share that? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, she's got a lot of support in the Black Lives Matter, not in the police, but in the Black Lives Matter community because she's talking about shooting cops and they're like, yay, good.
Well, that's a shock.
We've infiltrated the enemy. This is a good thing. And one of the guys is city councilor
Here we go.
Look at this guy, Adam Gomez. Yeah, look at
If
this.
you thought Eddie Porkchops was
Yeah.
a fat bastard, wait till you see this guy.
Yeah, Springfield City Council. I don't know what you have to do to like talk about the most ratchet city council of all time. This guy somehow elected on there. Flat brim hat.
Got the flat brim hat. Yeah.
He just looks like. I mean, look at this fucking outfit. Look at those sweatpants.
Jogging sweatpants. Yeah, sweatshirt, sweatpants.
Dressing like Costanza. He's just giving up on life. There he is with Ed Markey. But he puts on a suit, so he's respectable now.
Go back up to that Save Lives one.
That
is a person trying to look thoughtful, but doesn't know what thoughtful looks like.
Yeah. Yo, I'm mature now.
Look how serious a person I am now.
Yeah. Yo.
Is that what it looks like? I don't know.
I used to wear flat brim hats and shit, yo. But now I got like a suit. Look at me now. I'm like respectable and shit, dog. You feel me? I'm not gonna cancel this shit, son.
Yeah. What's up, Latin Kings? No. Call me back later.
Yeah. What a fat piece of shit. Anyway, so he posts about how this woman should not have lost her job, and he actually posts the same fucking picture. Oh my God. Stand with my family. He wants to eliminate qualified immunity, of course, like that. He's running for state senate against another Democrat who he thinks is not radical enough. Basically, he wants to abolish the police. The other and the left is having this problem, David, in that like the adults in the group are being forced by the children to either adopt some of their policies or get the fuck out of the way. Like the Bernie bros have taken over. And like the Biden and crew, they have to get on board with certain parts of this policy or else they're fucked.
Yeah, that's an interesting headline there on Mass Live. It says reinstate Springfield detective fired over pro-Black Lives. It wasn't pro-Black Lives Matter. Yeah, it was not pro-Black Lives Matter. It was pro-shooting police.
Yeah, like what? That's what the fucking media puts out. Imagine a world without Turtleboy. Thank you guys for the donuts. Thank you for the donuts, because without Turtleboy, that's the kind of headline you get right there. And looks like we have passed our goal. Let me read off the donos real quick. Anonymous, thank you very much. Brendan Marshall says, thanks for keeping it real. And another anonymous says, keep fighting the good fight. Will do. So we got a freestyle coming up shortly. Anyway, this guy posts this whole thing. He goes on and on about it, how he doesn't. Well, guess what? This guy was featured in a rap video, but it was taken down. And before I went on vacation, I watched it, and he must have got tipped off that this was coming. And it featured this gentleman right here named Pedro Rivera. And Pedro Rivera in 2013, the video was shot in 2013, really not that long ago. Pedro Rivera is one of the most infamous Latin kings in Springfield, right? This guy has shot at police officers before, and in the video, you name it, drugs, guns, he's blowing cocaine, stuff like that. And there is Adam Gomez in the background, keeping it fucking real. Once again, this is 2013, really not that long ago. Unbelievable. So anyway, I ended up getting the video. So let's watch the video, shall we?
Go for it.
Yeah. How many likes we got today so far? Only 47. Smash that like button.
I got 79 at my end, but
okay,
yeah.
Maybe I guess gotta refresh it. Okay.
Yeah, but smash the like button, guys, anyway.
Anyway, yeah. Hook it up. There it is. Okay. All right, so let's watch this video. Here it is. There he is in the back.
Get the right video. Scroll it. There we go.
Solo me diga quién está escuchando. Esto es para los colegios, para las mujeres que se están educando. Dile ven al Twitter, @pide pistola. Dame un pase exacto.
What the fuck? Look at this. You see that? He put his face in a bunch of coke.
Oh my word!
Oh, yeah.
Cinco Ocho is where I'm from.
Oh, man.
Oh my god!
It's unfucking believable.
It makes the Warat guys look good.
Yeah, and this is what he posts after the. This is what he posted yesterday on Facebook. I have always been committed to nonviolence, and you know he's moved it because he's holding a sign that says nonviolence. I mean, him and Monica Cannon Grant.
If there's any more proof,
I mean, what more proof do you need to be that institutional racism is a fucking fiction of your imagination? The fact, like, no white person could ever get away with the shit that Monica Cannon Grant and Adam Gomez get away with, but they get away with it because of the color of their skin. That is just a fucking fact. I mean, the guy
that sounds like systemic racism to me.
He those outfits were just, I don't know where the bear hat came out of. That was fantastic. The wardrobe change, the bike, the rooftops, the 40s, just a pile of cocaine, just fabulous. Well done. And there's really no explanation for how the fuck you ended up in that video. Like, there's no way you can be other than this. These are my homies. Like, this is what I do. Yeah. When somebody asked him about that, he actually says, so somebody asked him about the video, and his response was, I'm not in no gang. This is a city councilor. I'm not in no gang or ever been affiliated with the gang. I disagree.
Evidence suggests otherwise.
I used to partner at a film company before I got into public service.
He's an extra. He's just an extra in the show, right? Yeah.
What film company put that one together? That high budget film? What the fuck? You should get your money back if a film company put that goddamn shit together. Oh, good Lord. Anyway, it's a parody. He goes, what you see is a parody. It's just a joke. Besides the fact that Pedro Rivera, the guy in the video, actually is in jail right now for shooting at cops. Besides that, he's a parody. Get it? Haha. Yeah. So, I mean, the guy literally, he can afford to just be like, oh, no, it's a fucking joke. Get it? And then his idiot followers, oh, yeah, cool. That's good. Yeah, you're not Trump. So that's good.
That's all you have to do now, I guess, is whenever you go to court. Yeah, I know I ran that red light, officer. It was a joke. Yeah. When I chucked that rock at that protester, it was a joke. Yeah. When I broke into the liquor store and shot the owner, come on, it's just a joke.
Get it? All right.
Get it?
So, yeah. All right, let's do some freestyle, shall we?
Go for it.
All right, let's pull it up.
Take your time, get your cadence right. You know the words are there, man.
Okay, I can do it. All right, one more set. All right. Dry humping ratchets is what you will foster if you don't keep the beaches private in Gloucester. When you let in the trash, you get ratchet conduct. Next thing you know, she's getting skull fucked. Some poor little kids were playing Red Rover, ran into this bitch as she's getting bent over. Going to the beach is a good idea unless you contract secondhand gonorrhea. Harass is a magnet for gangbanger chub. If I wanted to nut, then I'd go on Pornhub. Girl was so wet, they call her Poseidon. Expect more of this if you're voting for Biden. What's that over there? It's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, it's just a fat bitch and she ain't got no shame. Vile ass cunt named Monica Grant. Jealous of Rayla cause she's shaped like eggplant. Running a campaign for a Congress lady. She got the nonprofit, but it's mad shady. Claiming she cares about Black Lives Matter. Girl, you brush your teeth with pancake batter. When in doubt, this bitch plays the race card. Talks about this white dick, but this dude talks about white dick, but can't make a dude hard. Talking shit about uncooked vagina. You nastier than the hoes in French Indochina. Shady ass dude named Kevin Wheeler. When his wife fingers him, I bet he's a squealer. Crying racism so his ass would blend in. talking mad shit about the town of Mendon. Said that Subway don't serve his kind. Dumb white people protest just like he designed. Some of them admit that the white. All right, come on. Some of them admit they white ass got fooled. Others poke the turtle like this bitch Molly Gould, claiming that Subway is probably lying. Demand for racism is more than supplying. Now she talking about making gender switch. Instead of protesting, just eat a dick, bitch. Springfield detective sure is a dime, but looting and burning is her pastime. Her ratchet ass cousin cost her a job, looking like she treats the D like corn on the cob. Some people will say that she was off duty. She ain't got a job, but she still got that booty. City councilor defended this hoe. Grimy motherfucker looks like bootleg Fat Joe. This dude says it's peace that he's seeking in a video with the gun-toting Puerto Rican. People like him want to start a race riot. If you want to defund something, start with your diet. That was a hard one because it was fast. It was fast.
Exactly, the tempo, yeah. Man.
But I got back into it.
I like the way you kept it together.
Yeah, I didn't get too flustered. Flustered. Hopefully that was.
You can't corpse. You can't dry. You've just got to plow on.
Yes, you got to do it, man. You got to plow on. Like you're at the beach in Gloucester. Like you're at the beach in Gloucester. Okay. Whew. All right. Any questions you guys have? We'll do a little Ask Turtle Boy, Ask David the Druid. If you guys want to ask anything, fire away. Let me know in the comments.
There's some serious fire emojis, though. Nonetheless, look at that.
Okay, good. Okay, so the people still have my back. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's all that matters to me. All that matters to me. Do we have any issues with the comments tonight? Nothing like that. Yeah. I'm glad. Yeah.
No. Suzanne and George Floyd stayed. Their comments stayed in place. So
we might have died.
Whatever was happening, whatever you did, it worked.
Okay. Can't ever give up. Never pull an Ashley Simpson. What, did she kill herself or something? I forgot about her.
Ryan Waters is overdue his suicide anyway. Nothing to do this week. No. We all heard the audio. He gave a 2-month deadline.
For donos, Lauren F. Thank you, Lauren. Very much appreciated that. Without you, really appreciate you guys. Seriously, without you guys, we would be nowhere. So I really appreciate that. What's the update with the Turtle Club? That's a great question. So I'm talking to we just finished up one project in which so all of Turtle Boy and TV Daily News should be streamlined by now. If you have the ad-free, because that was the first project I wanted to work on, was getting the store on TV Daily News and getting anything you purchase on Turtle Boy should be carry over to TV Daily News, right? So if you purchase ad-free on Turtle Boy, I want you to have ad-free on TV Daily News. So let me know if that's an issue with people who purchase ad-free. That should be good to go now, okay? It took a while to figure out all the bugs to that, but we should be good to that. And I'm ready to work on the next project, and that is the Turtle Club. And part of the Turtle Club is going to be, I have to figure out, whatever. Like the first, we'll do $10 for the ad-free, and then, I don't know, we'll figure out a couple other steps to be in Turtle Club. But one of them is going to be, you get the weekly history podcast, because people have been asking for a history podcast for quite some time. I don't know what day I'm going to do it on, but it will only be for people who are in the Turtle Club. You'll have like a code or whatever to watch it. It will be restricted. Not everyone will get to watch it. So that hopefully will be coming soon. And it solves a lot of problems, because that way the site kind of runs itself. It's crowdfunded at that point, and we should be good. All right.
I got questions. That's when I'm moving into my new house, November the 1st, Suzanne. And Heidi, I get those cheesy English muffins from a shop called Morrison's.
Yeah. Well, Willie Lee says, you and Jerry were a big part of Kirk's podcast on Friday. Yes, we were. Still curious, whose podcast is killing it and who has Greg Hill rating? So first of all, Kirk Minihane shit on me and Jerry. He loves to crap on Jerry. Blah, blah, blah. That, Jerry's podcast, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe it. I've never seen Kirk publish any sort of numbers to indicate downloads. Oh, we have 20 times their fucking downloads. Prove it, Kirk. Prove it. I want to see the fucking numbers. I want to see Kirk prove it. He laughs, oh, it's Turtleboy. I like Kirk. He likes me. We tease each other and shit like that. But he's very defensive because I like Jerry's podcast more. I'm part of Jerry's podcast. And it's just more of, if you listen to the either podcast, Kirk's podcast is like 3 fucking hours long. And there's a lot of bullshit in there. There's a lot of parody songs, a lot of inside jokes. I have no fucking time for it. I'm a grown ass man. I don't have time for that. I want to listen to like an hour long podcast, and I want to listen about news and politics and current events and shit like that. I don't have time for fucking, parody songs and all this other bullshit that they do on there. And like, who's the Secretary of State of the Kirk Minihane fan club? I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Other people disagree with me, and that's fine. And these cult members came at me yesterday on Twitter, but I'd like to point out nobody has done more to defend Kirk Minihane than I have. I've exposed every fucking asshole who's come after him. So Minifans, calm the fuck down. Anyway, next up. Other questions. Let's see. Are you excited for the golf outing? I'm finally out of Leah's pool. Yeah, well, so first of all, we have to set up one. People want to have a golf tournament. I'm going to start talking about I'd like to do something like that. I have like a Turtleboy golf tournament. So stay tuned for that. A lot of people have been asking for that. Let's see here. Is the store open again? It should be. I didn't know it was closed. Was it not working before? I don't know. Did you see the video of a giant bird taking a shark out of the water? I did see that. That was a good video. Other questions you guys have? Anything else you see here? Uncle Jerry Rock, absolutely. Kirk is part of Barstool. Of course, he's gonna have higher numbers. Oh, that's the thing too. It's like whatever. First of all, I don't prove it. Prove he has higher numbers. First of all, when you go on iTunes and you look at the number of reviews each podcast has got, Kirk's has like 6,000 reviews, most of them, positive. Jerry's got like 3,500. Jerry's been around for less than half the time Kirk has. So you do the math. You have no idea how many times I'm just out in public. People come up to me like, I heard you on the Gerry Callahan podcast. Like, Jerry's a fucking well-known, popular name. He was around long before Kirk Minihane was, long before he was. He's got an older following, right, that isn't on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter or you're on social media, you probably think Kirk is more popular. But out here, Twitter is not real life, folks. It's not real life. Social media is not real life. Out in the real fucking world, people are listening to this shit. They are, believe me. So, yeah. And plus Kirk's got the Barstool boost that Jerry's on his own. He's doing his own thing. Kirk, it's like you were given, Dave Portnoy gave you a platform. So it is what it is. They posted that June was the biggest month. Yeah, Willie, fucking prove it. That's what I'm saying. Oh, well, I guess we'll just take their fucking word for it, right? I don't, me, I like evidence. Show me the fucking evidence. Why aren't you?
Yeah, we want evidence.
Yeah, like all the time when he used to brag about ratings versus 98.5 Toucher and Rich in the morning. They would show the fucking ratings, right? Show me the ratings. Show me the downloads. Do it. I haven't seen it. Anything else?
We got any more
the irony
in your mailbox?
I think my fans are better than Kirk's fans. Kirk's fans are losers. Like, I'm sorry. They are. And because these people come at me on Twitter and I know they're losers. They're different from Turtleriders. Turtleriders don't like suck my dick. Like, they suck that dude's fucking dick. It's kind of pathetic. And when they were coming at me yesterday, some of these people would like respond to me. And then they would say at the end of the tweet, they'd put at Kirk Min, at Big Steve Robinson, right? That is literally one of the most pathetic moves that you can possibly do. Like, look at me, Kirk. I'm over here defending you against Turtleboy. Pat me on the back and like my tweet. See, I'm a good Minute fan, huh? Tell me I'm doing fucking good. What a bunch of pathetic fucking losers you have to be to do something like that. I can understand liking a show and wanting to defend Kirk Minihane, but if you feel the need to tag him in comments and replies to Turtleboy so that you can show him how fucking loyal you are, a fucking loser. If that is your fan base, I'd rather not fucking have a fan base. So
has he got an international fan base, by the way?
No, he doesn't.
There you go.
Where's the British invasion for Kirk Minihane? He's got none. He's got none. I got fucking Londoners galore and Welshmen. Doesn't matter. All over that aisle. Everywhere.
Over the globe, man.
Turtleboy owns England. So that's it.
I know. Don't be silly now.
Okay, we're getting there. Maybe,
but we're building the British audience. Any more British Ratchet voice? That shit. I haven't. Oh God, yeah, I did British Ratchet last time I was on, didn't I? Yeah. Have we got something we can read? Have we got a Ratchet post we can read in British Ratchet?
I know we do need some Cockney.
We need some Cockney Ratchet. A Sharon. We need a full Sharon on here.
Leah says, what's the update with Wachusett Country Club? I messaged Kara Cullen. She got back to me today. We're going to continue talking, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated. So you hate fun. You can fast forward. Minifans like you too. You're just wrong. Jerry's pot is nuts. No, well, first of all, I don't dislike all Minifans. I just I hate the ones that tag him and come at me on Twitter. That's the ones I hate. What do you think about the sexual harassment allegations levied against the higher ups with the Redskins? I haven't really been paying attention, but I don't know. It's like the Me Too shit. It's like, I don't know. It's like I wasn't there. I'll believe evidence and facts, you know?
We didn't really go into the Hingham, the soccer coach, did we?
No, we didn't have a chance to get to that.
No, we didn't get a chance to get to that. That's a shame.
Only so much time. Have you sent the Monica video to Tucker? No, that's another thing. That's what I want the email is. I want that is red meat for Tucker Carlson.
He'd love it. Yeah.
Get that to Tucker. Get that to Tucker. Jerry will never have any fans as loyal as Minifans. The thing about Jerry is his fans are just regular fucking people as loyal. What good is the loyalty? Like, what fucking good is that? What are they doing? Oh, they're attacking Turtle Boy. They tweeted at him. Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome. What fucking good is that? What good is that? Well, tell me what good that is. I mean, as long the only fan, like, you just listen to the podcast. That's what a fucking fan does. And the Jerry fans are the silent majority. Trust me, they're out there. Over under and Pats wins this year. Well, now that we got Cam, 11. I would put him at 11. It was like 8.5 before with Stidham, but I would say 11 now with Cam. Cam's a winner. All right. Anything else? And first of all, I do like Kirk. I like Kirk a lot. I like Steve a lot. Blind Mike's not so bad. They're good guys. I like them. I don't want to shit on them. But some of these Minifans are fucking losers. They fucking know it. All right. Anything else? Trying to read any comments here. If I missed your question. All right. I can't read all of them. Anyway, anything else, guys? If I missed your question, you want to ask it, I'll give you 30 seconds to ask it, and then we're going to call it a night because it's late. They posted...
Not as late as it is here.
Yeah. They posted 3.6 million people reached per month. My fucking ass they did. Give me a break. 3.6 million? Give me a break. The Barstool Network might have. Cam's a winner. Did you watch? No. Okay, so he's a limited winner. He's a regular season winner. Put it that way. He did win a Heisman Trophy. I'll give him that, and an MVP. But yes, that Super Bowl 50 was a fucking disgrace. Absolutely.
Now, I don't know a great deal about American football, but you had a great backup quarterback who went elsewhere. Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah, but then he choked in the Super Bowl too. He pulled a Cam.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. That was Tom Brady.
He lost to the bloke with a horrible girlfriend.
Yes, he did. He did. But,
no, I can't believe the guy with that evil girlfriend won.
And he got paid.
Hasn't he just got the biggest contract in history as a result?
He got paid, and that's the first thing I thought of was like, man, that bitch is gonna be
girlfriend's gonna get paid.
God, I hope he dumps her. I like Pat Mahomes so much more if he dumps that chick. Oh
yeah, Pat Mahomes, that's the guy. Yeah.
The good thing about the football is that you can only spend so much money on your roster. So Tom Brady, the reason the Patriots were good for so long is because Tom Brady was married to a billionaire, so he could afford to take team-friendly deals, and then they could afford to pay other players and shit like that.
Okay.
The Chiefs aren't going to be able to do that now. So
they can't. They put all their eggs in one.
It's a blessing to have Pat Mahomes, but it's also a curse because now they're not going to be able to afford anyone else. So they're going to have like a Patriots defense circa 2011.
Right.
All right.
Is it it's like an overall budget? You can only spend so much or
that's exactly what it is. The salary cap.
Yeah, salary cap. Right. They have the same in rugby over here. The same thing. Yeah. Try and keep it.
Yeah, exactly. Same shit. M-Job says 3.6 million downloads. Who ran those numbers? Kate Peter. Yeah, exactly. I bet you. How many of those were from India?
What's this? Somebody's saying Kate is going live about you now.
She's going live about me? No way. Oh, talking shit?
It's in the comments. I don't know.
We got to see this. Is she really? We got to see this. No way. Oh, maybe she will later on, I bet.
Kate is live about you. That's the comment there. So I spread awareness.
Let's see. I got to see this. Let me see.
Just check it out, just in case, because that's
Just in
always
case.
hilarious to
I
see
haven't paid attention to them for
the
so
turtle
long.
icons getting deleted. Yeah, we haven't done it since.
Yeah, she made a video
Oh.
about. She made a video about me, like, allegedly. She's like, oh well, she didn't say my name, but it was very obvious she was talking about me.
Yeah,
and she kept saying like, well, our viewers are totally real, because as you can see, we have like 8,000 followers, and we get like 300 people like per video watching. Unlike other channels, you might think are fake if you have like 11,000 followers and only like 150 people watching. Blah blah. It's like, oh fuck. First of all, bitch, I know what you're talking about. Second of all, talk about like bad fans. Like her fans, quote unquote, make Minifans look like fucking like respectable human beings.
Yeah.
I mean,
they know how to slurp, don't they?
Yeah, they're not real people. They're not real people. They're not real. Like literally, they're fake people. They're not actually real. They're bots and stuff like that. I saw the traffic on there, and there's nothing appealing about any of these fucking videos. They're so.
Yeah, she's not live by the looks of things.
I don't even troll them anymore because they're so fucking boring. So fucking boring. But anyway, I don't even want to waste time on this bitch.
Yeah, she's not live anyway by the looks of things.
I'm not interested.
Someone lied to us. Oh well.
Yeah.
Big wow.
All right. Anything else, guys? And there's a reason she blocks all of you people. Like nobody can even go on there because
I can't.
The truth. They don't want people like she's all about transparency, except her past and her present. Let's be honest, it's really not that much different. When is the court date? That's a great question. The Holden police called me about that last week to tell me that just an update that the courts have reopened and that they have to schedule the date for it because this all got pushed back because of COVID. So she thinks this is over. She has a criminal complaint filed against her for hacking into my account in Leominster District Court. So we're not done with that, baby. We're not done with that. Yeah.
When that goes to court, do you think you'll be able to get the audio like you did with Ryan Waters?
Yeah, I mean they have to do it now by law.
That would just be brilliant to hear.
Yes, it will. I would not even be doing the talking in that. The Holden police she's gonna have to talk. She's gonna have to, she'd have to have a lawyer, but
nonetheless.
She's smarter. She's smarter than most lawyers. She knows a lot better than them. So
she makes that very clear. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a legal expert, don't you know? She lectured that judge in Attleboro.
Yeah, that worked out so well for her.
I know that was one of that judge was fucking awesome. Actually, judge, do you know about federal law? She's like, bitch, this is a restraining order here.
Yeah.
Federal law.
Yeah, I'm a judge. Yeah.
Predator poachers are back. Somebody said, "Oh, that's interesting."
I saw. Yeah, I saw a post.
I got to see that mass predator poachers are back. Huh? Let's see this.
He said he'd taken a break, but he's coming back, and he's looking forward to catching people soon.
This is over. How do you know they're back? I don't see any.
He put a post on. Somebody put a post up, just not a video, just a comment from what's the guy called? Jay, is it?
Yeah, Jay.
And he put a post up on Facebook saying, "Yeah, I've been on a break, had some time out, enjoyed it, but now I'm coming back. Hopefully, I'll have some catches for you soon."
Yeah.
So he's coming back.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever. A lot of people don't. Some people don't like them, and they're really adamant about it. I just don't care that much. Like as long as
if they catch pedophiles, I have no issue at all.
As long as they entertain me by catching pedophiles, it's really the only thing I care about. Like unless he's doing some shady shit I don't know about.
Yeah.
But I just haven't seen the evidence.
If he's getting rich out of it or exploiting it in some way, I don't want to know. But I don't think he is. I think he just wants to catch pedophiles.
I also don't care if he's getting rich off it. Like,
exactly.
Good for him. It's America. If people want to pay him to do this, then go for it.
I mean, didn't he catch that bloody chief of police?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly. Well, they're clearly not going to catch him, were they?
Yeah, and so what? I don't care if he's making money. Good for him if he's making money. I don't care about what
he deserves to make enough to keep body and soul together. Right. Exactly.
As long as he entertains me, that's really the only thing I care about, So anyway, any more questions, guys, before we call it a night? Okay. If we don't, that's the end of it. Leah says he went to jail. Is that right? He said he's back from quote unquote vacation. That's interesting. Well,
Maybe.
I won't speculate too much on that, but we'll see. We'll see.
We need evidence. Like with all these things, we need evidence.
Yeah, exactly. So, and honestly, I really don't care. As long as he's not like abusing kids, I really don't care. Like if he went to jail for like violating probation or something, I really wouldn't care that much, to be perfectly honest with you. As long as he's catching pedophiles, that entertains me enough that I don't really give a shit.
That's a plus.
Yeah. Heard his woman got popped and he had to watch. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's his business, you know?
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. So I guess it's getting kind of late. We got to call it a night, but hey, great show, David. Thanks for joining us, man.
Always a pleasure. Never a chore, my friend. Anytime you want, just give me a shout.
All right, guys. Thanks, Turtleriders, and thanks for everybody who joined us and donated. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys all on Tuesday. Peace, bitches.
Peace out.